wins the hard ball. Delidio puts it on the boot. Takes the mark all by himself. Smith kicks into his attacking 50. No contest for that mark. Richard, what are his chances from here?
I reckon he may struggle from here, Dennis.
A good start to the game for the Giants.
Green has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Mumford hits it. Kennedy has the ball. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Smith wins the marking contest. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him. Smith with a kick at goal. Goes wide for a behind. Port Adelaide in early trouble.
Trengove would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. Westhoff marks it. He boots it. He claims the ball. Ebert slams the ball to his boot. He slams that on the boot. Hiddard with the ball. He kicks the ball. He marks the ball.
Puts boot to ball. Hopper enjoying a height advantage. And that torp has gone supernova. Tomlinson drops it. Johnson with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. And the mark will be paid. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
This one's a dead set.
50 metres from home. The Giants have scored the last 7 goals. Pressure already being applied to Port Adelaide.
Smith is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Great mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Richard, what are his chances from here?
Not much of an angle. Should be an almost certain goal.
35 metres out. Famous last words, I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Port Adelaide. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Delidio lays it off to the running man. The mark is taken by Kelly. Now do you think you can kick this one, Richard?
I would expect him to get this, Dennis.
The Giants have the early lead. It's always a good sign. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Deft touch from Mumford. Hopper gets the ball. He brings it out of the pack. He spills the mark. Lobb, full on his own with no one between him and the goals. The Giants have scored the last 10 goals. The Power will have to start putting in some effort if they want a chance in this game.
GWS have just been really well organised and courageous in the centre, and that's why they've been winning the ball. Mumford has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches. Smith taking aim. Smith shoots for goal. The Giants go really looking the goods with the lead over Port Adelaide.
Brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Mumford aims for his man on the ground. Johnson kicks it from the pack. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Lobb getting into position for the kick. 50 metres out. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Kelly hammers the ball for goal. A quick start by the Giants. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Clean tap by Mumford. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Lobb takes it well. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mine messes up more shots than the bottom. 45 metres out. A pretty safe bet from this position. The Power already trailing by an uncomfortable margin. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. The bounce is dead straight. Mumford punches it. Levy has the ball. Kennedy kicks it out of the congestion. Lobb ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Lobb launches one towards goal. Lobb did well then. They increased their lead. Greater Western Sydney getting out to an early lead. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. There's the bounce. Mumford with the punch. Boak gets the ball. Delivio is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. Long, setting his sights on the goals. Long hammers the ball for goal. Long did well then, and they stretch out their lead. Put Adelaide in early trouble.
The Giants could just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extent.
A brief The umpire has bounced the ball. Levy hardly provided a challenge. He gives it a punishing kick. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. The ball is slammed towards goal by Kelly. The Giants getting the fast start. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford with first hands to the ball. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Smith, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. Smith drives the ball towards goal. Out of bounds in the pocket. Gets boot to high. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Delivio getting into position for the kick. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
Should kick this 9 times out of 10, but you never can be sure.
Great start by Greater Western Sydney. All is in readiness. Nice bounce. Mumford with the tap. Ebert picks up the bouncing ball. Ball up in the centre square.
Mumford has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches. Kelly with his head down.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Punch by Mumford. Johnson with the football. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Opportunity now for Smith. 40 metres from home. He's on a 30-degree angle. Fantastic goal by Smith. This lead getting bigger now. A quick start by the Giants.
The Giants could just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
I got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Smith shows the goal umpire the right signal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckmen unleash. Mumford with the tap, scoops up the bouncing ball. Johnson slams it on the boot. Kelly sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Finding the running player, approaching the goals now. Greater Western Sydney had the early lead. It's always a good sign. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford got a fist on it, takes possession. He boots it from the pack. I've seen cheap hotels with more room to move. That was close. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell me. The Parrot already trailing by an uncomfortable margin.
Lob is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
Hopper kicks it from the pack. He has to hold on to those, jumping at shadows.
Well, the Giants coach will be grinning from ear to ear. There's nothing more pleasing for a coach than seeing a strong team cohesion and discipline, and that's been on display right up to now. The Giants has barely coughed up a free. Westhoff kicks it. He steadies now in front of goal. Lob goes for home. Perfect kick. The Giants lead.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckmen unleash. Mumford is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Lobie. Takes that one strongly. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Kelly likes his chances for goal. A goal for Greater Western Sydney. And one more to his talent. The lead has been increased. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Big thump from Mumford. The loose ball picked up. Johnson kicks it. It was all his. Opportunity now for Kelly. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
Should kick this 9 times out of 10, but you never can be sure.
40 metres from home. You'd back him from this position. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Deft touch from Mumford. Hopper gets the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. He takes an uncontested mark. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
Not much of an angle. Should be an almost certain goal.
Greater Western Sydney off to a good start. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is straight up and down. Effective hit out there. Kennedy gets the ball. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. I reckon my mum could have caught that in a pin. He's looking to add another. Smith misses very wide. The Giants off to a good start. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
Distance is not a problem. It's all about the accuracy.
Pressure already being applied to Port Adelaide. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Here we go. Mumford with the first touch. The bouncing ball is controlled. He gets a kick out of the pack. Ball goes over the line and out of play. On Spitzer. Kennedy claims it. He wants to play on. Sends it on its way. The spilled ball is collected. Intercepted. Jonas Black's precision. Hands like dinner plates.
Ebert can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Mumford with the mark. He kicks the ball. Green with a strong mark. He steadies now in front of goal.
Green slams one on the boot for goal. Strong mark. Opportunity for Long. Long launches one towards goal. Port Adelaide is risking falling too far behind way too early. The ball is bounced. Mumford gets onto the ball. Gains possession. Surely that wasn't the plan, Richard.
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. And he stepped over the boundary line. It's a good throw-in. Mumford knocks it down the field. Kennedy picks up the bouncing ball. Kelly presents and takes the mark. You know more about him than me, Richard. Reckon he can bag this one?
Not much of an angle. Should be an almost certain goal.
Impey with the kick. Marked by Jonas. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. Marked by Tomlinson.
Tomlinson has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. Wilson with the kick. Green, wonderful goal.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Hit by Mumford. Johnson controls it. He gets a kick out of the pack. A mark by Floyd. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Distance could be the problem. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. Clean tap out of the ruck. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Over the top of the pack. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
Not much of an angle. Should be an almost certain goal.
45 metres out.
Lob. He'll want to try and wheel around onto his favoured foot, but he's still very capable on the other. GWS are dominating the clearances and really giving their forwards plenty of opportunity, and I think that's why they've got the lead. He picked it up off the ground. He lines it up with the goal. GWS get the goal. The Giants have the advantage on the scoreboard over Port Adelaide.
The bounce, laser straight.
It's great for a team when they have a winning ruckman who can really direct his hit-outs. GWS have had a superb supply all match long. Smith lines up. Smith takes a shot. Score for the Giants.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The ball is bounced. Tap to advantage. Johnson controls. Bumps the pigskin. Pointless attempt by Green. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. A great effort. Kelly getting into position for the kick. 35 metres out. You're backing from this position. Greater Western Sydney leads by 2-13. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Cloby. Keeps the ball in play. He takes the ball over the line. The ball is returned to play. Mumford with a big fist on it. Hopper making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the wind. Lobb to kick on a 30-degree angle. It's certainly not the easiest of shots, that's for sure. Chalk up a goal for Greater Western Sydney.
Lobb can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
He takes an uncontested mark, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Nice contested mark by Kelly. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Greater Western Sydney with a handy break, leading the Power 225 to nothing. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce, laser straight. Mumford taps it. Delidio with the ball. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
This one's a dead set.
Kelly with the goal. Both Ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball has been bounced. Mumford got a fist on it. Gains possession. Hopper kicks it out of congestion. Smith just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Not what he intended with that kick. Lobb claims the ball. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. What a great goal by Lobb. The Giants lead Port Adelaide by 2:37. Here we go. Mumford is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Globy. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
This one's a dead set.
The Giants add one to their tally. The lead has been increased. The bounce. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Kennedy has the ball. Wines marks.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. With the Power, forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot. Green lines up. Green shoots for goal. If that was basketball, you'd call that from downtown. The Giants are in front.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford hits it. He gets his hands on the footy. Delidio boots it. Picked up under pressure. He tried and he failed. We'll have a throw-in. The ball is coming back into play. Clean tap out of the right. He picks it up. He gets above the crowd. Kelly in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. 20 metres out. Greater Western Sydney add one to their tally. Greater Western Sydney with the ascendancy over Port Adelaide, leading the match 2:55 to nothing. The Ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Good tap from Mumford. Delidio gets a less-than-pretty drop putt away. He keeps it in play. Smith boots it. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. He gathers the loose ball. Kelly on the ball at the moment. Approaching the goals now. Greater Western Sydney with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Port Adelaide 2:61 to 0. Both Ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. And look at that bounce. Punch by Mumford is in his possession. Hopper kicks it from the pad. Kelly grabs that one. He steadies now in front of goal. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 35 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees.
GWS have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
Here's the bounce.
Mumford can really set the tone of the game with his ruck work. He just always gives his team first use of the ball. GWS get the goal.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckmen unleash. Mumford thumps it forward. He brings it out of the pack. And the mark will be paid. He steadies now in front of goal. Smith likes his chances for goal. The Giants get a goal. He's on fire at the moment. 7 kicks of his have gone in.
Smith seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time.
Kennedy kicks it out of the congestion. Out of bounds near the 50. My goodness, the reball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. Kicks. Nice contested mark by Caniglio. Works it across the ground. Green got under it, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Green pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Smith just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Smith shoots it. That's a very well executed goal. Smith with head of the finest.
Smith needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps the player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
Perfect timing from Johnson. Kicks it. Gathers the ball. Long. Shoots it. That kick has gone well wide and hit the point post on the full. Free kick. Hit the point post. Out of bounds on the full. Mumford punches it. The loose ball scooped up. It was all his. He steadies now in front of goal. Long. Just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Greater Western Sydney in front.
GWS has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Kelly lining up. Kelly aiming for the goals. The goal for the Giants. This kick puts them further into the lead.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. He grabs it on the run. Hopper kicks it out of congestion. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Nice goal from Kelly. Kelly is simply unstoppable now. And they stretch out their lead. The ball is bounced. Batted down nicely by Mumford. Kennedy kicks it. Great mark. Lining up the goal now. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 40 metres out. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Hit by Mumford, takes possession. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Jonas takes the mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. He steadies now in front of goal. Picked at goal by Wilson. Hasn't got the carry. That's a very well executed goal. Gets his first. Wilson getting them further in front.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Port Adelaide. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Ball up in the centre square.
Mumford can really set the tone of the game with his ruck work. He just always gives his team first use of the ball. He lines it up with the goal. Green goes for goal. The ball's travelling. That miss is going to come back to haunt him. The Giants have the advantage on the scoreboard over Port Adelaide. Trengove can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Lining it up with the goal now. Deledio has a kick. The ball's up. Wow, what a huge kick.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Here's the bounce. Clean tap by Mumford. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. Long. Takes it well. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
He has a very good chance from here.
45 metres out. Low spearing kick. Smith taking aim. 30 metres from home. Smith steers the ball towards goal. Greater Western Sydney over. The power by 3:34.
The Giants could just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking and they have absolutely no issues there.
Richard, what are his chances from here?
This one's a dead set.
The Giants leads by 3:40. Here's the bounce. Mumford dumps it forward. He gets his hands on the footy. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Opportunity for Long. Long takes a shot at goal. Pinpoint accuracy from Long. And they stretch out their lead. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Blobey. Johnson feeds it wide. He has space for an easy mark. Marked by Kelly. Lining up the goal now. A big ask from this angle. The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds. That kick was asking a bit much of Wilson. Cameron starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, it depends on the side. Smith is able to grab it on the half volley. He's heading for home. Goal to the Giants. He's got himself a 10-bagger. This kick has extended their lead.
The Giants are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Here's a chance for Smith. It's in the air. Smith just manages to sink it. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ball has been bounced. Effective hit out there. Has it now. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 50 metres out. Greater Western Sydney starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with the lead of 3, 59-0. He steadies now in front of goal. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
It's a great kick and should convert from here.
35 metres out.
Smith can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league.
The bounce is straight as an arrow.
The Giants have just been so dominant in the rough, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match.
Trengert waiting to bring it back into play. Great mark. Smith in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Smith kicks for goal. He holds his breath. The Giants by 3, 72.
Smith, on his wrong foot, isn't his preferred option, but he's still confident enough off that foot.
The bounce is straight up and down. Kelly setting his sights on the goals. Kelly takes a shot. It's in the air. He kicks it gun barrel straight.
GWS has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Port Adelaide. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Kicked by Impey. Great mark.
Wilson doesn't have the strongest marking hands in the league, but he's certainly very, very handy on the lead. Green taking aim. Green goes for goal. It's going. Magnificent goal.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Mumford aims for his man on the ground. Hopper kicks it out of congestion. Kelly takes the mark uncontested. Throwing to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Greater Western Sydney lead Port Adelaide. And look at that bounce. Big leap. Delidio with the football. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Kelly taking a chance at goal. Kelly goes goalward. It's through. Greater Western Sydney lead Port Adelaide by 3, 96.
Kelly can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
Green lining up. This will certainly test him from this distance. Has it got the carry? Out of bounds in the pocket. That's a piercing kick from Trenger. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell me. Smith watching, waiting, open. He steadies now in front of goal. Chalk up a goal for Greater Western Sydney. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Here we go. Look at that. He's put it through. The lead has been increased by Floyd. The bounce.
The Giants have just been really well organised and courageous in the centre, and that's why they've been winning the ball. Kelly lines up. Kelly goes for home. It's on its way. Kelly puts it through. It's GWS with the lead over Port Adelaide.
The ball bouncing well. Mumford directs it down. Kennedy with the ball. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Smith marks it. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He has to capitalise on his teammates' hard work here.
Greater Western Sydney leads the power.
Smith has some potential, and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort.
Gets boot to leather. A nice uncontested mark for Trenger. Kicks. Over the top of the pack. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
I really doubt, Dennis.
Green a long way out. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. Kelly drops the mark. An easy interception for Impey. Strong mark. Tomlinson going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short. Tactically this work. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Tringa feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Smith in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 35 metres out. Umpire bounces the ball.
Mumford is superb with his rough work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. It's on its way. Nice kick. The Giants go really looking the goods with the lead over. The power.
Bounce goes the ball. Levy without a touch. The clearance by Mumford. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Smith marks it. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
This one's a dead set.
40 metres out. Nice kick. Smith is doing as he pleases in front of him. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The ball has been bounced. Cleared by Mumford. Johnson gets the ball. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. And the mark will be paid. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
It's just too far out for him, Ben.
50 metres from home. The Power trailing by 4-38. They have a lot to think about.
The Giants will be happy with the early scoreboard pressure they are applying to the Power. They are setting the standard out there, and it will be interesting to see how Port Adelaide can come back after the break.
The first quarter ends with some high scoring on the board. Let's check out the stats.
The Giants appear to have a distinct advantage with 2. Great tackle gave her no chance. 4 kicks over 32 kicks from Port Adelaide. Both teams fairly close in the handball stats. 3-0. The possession stats paint a clear picture of this match with GWS having the bulk of possession.
Enlightening, Richo. The second term is underway.
Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you.
Sweeping handball. Delidio with a kick out of the pack. Smith taking aim. Smith drives the ball towards goal. Chalk up a goal for the Giants. He chalks up another. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Mumford gets the tap. The ball in the hands of Kennedy. Sends the ball into the 50. Off hands. Long. Slams one on the boot for goal. The Giants leads by 4-50. Nice bounce. Claimed by Mumford. Delidio on the ball at the moment. His mistake costs him a possession. Kelly has the goal square all to himself. Greater Western Sydney with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Port Adelaide 4-51-0. Just in time with that kick. Jonas kicks it. Nice contested mark by Delidio. Lining up the goal now. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
The ball goes over the line. The umpire has thrown it in. Levy totally outclassed in that contest. Scoops up the bouncing ball. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Slots it. A second goal in the bag.
Deledio needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps a player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
Long. Lines it up. Long. Slams one on the boot for goal. Greater Western Sydney beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 4-63 to nothing.
Lobb has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
Out of bounds in the pocket. The umpire's throw is a good one. Tapped by Mumford. Kennedy heading in. Watch his style. The loose ball picked up by Smith. Lobb with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. And he stepped over the boundary line. It's a good throw in. Good fist. Gathered by Broadbent. He gives it a punishing kick. Johnson grabs that one.
GWS kept taking their time and kicking to smart options inside 50, and that's having a real bearing on this match. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Wow, what a huge kick. The Giants have the edge over the power from this match.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Globy. A lovely drop pass. Kelly over the top. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 40 metres from home.
GWS has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Goal to Greater Western Sydney. The Giants in front. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Levy totally outclassed in that contest. Sends it on its way. Hopper grabs that one.
Hopper's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. The ball is out of bounds. Mumford tackles him to the ground. Green heads in for the goals. Smith with the mark.
Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him. Smith aiming for the goals. Smith scores with a beautiful kick. He chalks up another. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Dishes it off to the running player. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richard.
That's just a waste of a kick there.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. The Giants lead the power by 4-93.
The Giants are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Trengert goes back to collect the ball, a free kick, and several tick. Takes that one strongly.
Look, the power haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. It's on its way. Green goes long and gets the goal.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Mumford may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. And the ball crosses over the boundary. He boots it. Impey gets it off the ground, sending it on its way. Hopper with good strong hands. He slams that on the boot. Strong mark there.
Richo, you followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
Smith, a long way out. Puts boot to ball. Green from behind. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Kelly with the mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Kelly unloads one towards goal. The Giants with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Power 5-0. Good tap from Mumford. Surely that wasn't the plan, Richo.
He might as well have just dropped the ball on the ground, Dennis.
What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
Most players at this level shouldn't have any trouble with this conversion.
This should prove an easy angle for Long. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce.
GWS could just absolutely dominating the clearances. No doubt that's why they're winning. It's a mark. Lob getting into position for the kick. Lob goes for home. Lob has slotted it through for a six-pointer.
Umpire has the ball ready for the centre bounce. Tap by Mumford. Kennedy with the ball. Bumps the pigskin. Smith takes the mark. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
He has a very good chance from here.
40 metres out. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Marks. Slams it on the boot. Nice mark there. Wilson just gauging which way that wind is blowing. 65 metres out. It's going. It looked like a goal, but it grazed the post.
Trengove has shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Impey kicks it long. And the ball is out of play. Sending it on its way. He grabs it. Trengove slams the ball to his boot. The mark will be paid.
Cameron really got onto that one, right off the sweet spot. Green just gauging which way that wind is blowing. 50 metres from home. Green takes aim for goals. Oh, that was a brave shot. Good goal. That is number 10. This kick puts them further into the lead. Clean tap by Mumford. The ball in the hands of Deledio. Smith takes an uncontested mark. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
He shouldn't have too much trouble from this angle.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce laser straight.
Mumford is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. And the ball crosses over the boundary. We'll get a throw-in. He gets a fist to it. Wilson heading in now. It's out on the full. Port Adelaide will take this free kick. And the ball is out of play.
That drop punt works well for Impey. Kelly lines it up. 30 metres from home. Kelly with a kick and goal. Nice work from Kelly. The Giants lead the Power. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Cameron with the ball. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
He might as well have just dropped the ball on the ground, Dennis.
Can he kick it from here, Richard?
Most players at this level shouldn't have any trouble with this conversion.
The Giants by 5-38.
Trengove is creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Green lining up with the goals. He lines it up with the goal. That's a very bad kick. Out on the full. Terrible.
Ball over the boundary line. Trengove puts it on the boot, stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. The Port Adelaide forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot. Lining it up with the goal now. Green goes for goal. Hits nothing with that one.
And that ball is out of bounds. Sends the Sharon on its way. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. He kicks and clears the ball out of the 50. Horrible kick by Deledio. Nice mark under pressure. Richo, you rate him for this kick?
It's just too far out for him, Ben.
65 metres out. Greater Western Sydney lead the Power by 5-39. Marks. Jams it on the boot. Good mark by Wines. Slams it on the boot. Opportunity for Deledio. 65 metres out. He doesn't seem to be suffering from insanity. In fact, he seems to be enjoying every minute of this. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Sends the Sharon on its way. Takes that one strongly. Wines kicks it outside the defensive 50. Gets boot to leather. Smith couldn't hold on to that one. Lucky bounce collected. Nice uncontested mark for Green. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Greater Western Sydney get a goal. Green increases the lead. Where to Western Sydney in front.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Out of bounds near the 50. Jonas puts it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Johnson off the side of his boot. A great effort. Goes up the line. Nice mark under pressure. Kennedy kicks. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Richo, what are his chances from here?
He'll need a bigger kick than he has from here.
Where to Western Sydney beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 5-51-0. Guided by Mumford. Hopper going for distance. Opportunity now for Long. Long aiming for the goals. He was celebrating the moment that... Where to Western Sydney with a handy break, leading the Power 5-57-0. The ball is bounced. Mumford with the hit. He gets a kick out of the pack. Taken by Smith. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Smith unloads one towards goal. Where to Western Sydney get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Opportunity now for Smith. Smith drives the ball towards goal. Kelly looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. What a great goal by Kelly. They increase their lead. The Giants starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with a lead of 5-69-0. The umpire has bounced the ball. Tapped by Mumford. Delidio gets the ball. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop. Hopper gets a less than pretty drop putt away. Able to grab it on the half volley. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Where to Western Sydney leads by 5-70. Impey with the mark. Slams it on the boot. Strong mark. Now do you think you can kick this one, Richard?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Wilson will need to pull something special out here. Kicked by Impey. Jonas claims the ball. A lovely drop punt. Tomlinson with the mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. Looks like he forgot to practice his kicking during the week. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Bumps the big skin. Kelly drops it. Intercepted by Impey. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Delidio holds his breath. The Giants with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 5-71-0.
Trengo got a really good footballing brain. Good mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Wilson with a terrible kick. That was horrible.
And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. Jams it on the boot. Nice mark there. Sends it on its way. He misses the mark. He takes control of the loose ball, sends it on its way. Nice hands. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 45 metres out.
Smith has a nose for goals. You wouldn't want to bet against him, even on the tightest of angles.
Kelly alone for the uncontested mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Kelly aiming for the goals. Chalk up a goal for the Giants. Kelly making the lead bigger. Greater Western Sydney leads by 5-83. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Is in his possession. Mumford with a perfect drop punt. He wins the contest. Booted by Jonas. Takes it well. Green with a perfect drop punt. Out of bounds it goes. The Ruckmen jostle for position. Tapped by Mumford. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. It was all his. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Would you back him in from here, Richard?
Most players at this level shouldn't have any trouble with this conversion.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Mumford with the punch. Levy comes away with the ball. The umpire says, give it to me. Big thump from Mumford. Chips it down towards half forward. Over the top of the pack. Now do you think you can kick this one, Richard?
If he misses this, I'd recommend a location change or get back to the back line.
45 metres out. Jonas with the kick. Tomlinson with the mark. Lining up the goal now. Too far out to score, sure. Going for goal number one. Kelly with the mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Nice goal from Kelly. This kick has extended their lead. Greater Western Sydney 5-95. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Punched by Mumford. Puts boot to ball. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Well, he tried and he failed. We'll have a throw in. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Green onto the ball. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. It was all his. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 20 metres out. Score for Greater Western Sydney. The league record is under threat here. This one gives them an even bigger lead.
The Giants have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
Kelly lines it up. His kick slurs off the side of his boot. Looks like he forgot to practice his kicking during the week, and that ball is out of bounds. Kick by Impey. Smith marks it. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. 35 metres out. He's on a 30-degree angle. The Giants with a handy break, leading Port Adelaide 6-7 to nothing. All is in readiness. The bounce, laser straight. Mumford aims for his man on the ground. Takes possession. He boots it from the pack. Nice hands.
Port Adelaide just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Tomlinson slams the ball to his boot. Green lines up. Green shoots the goal. Green puts it through.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce straight down. Levy, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Kelly marks it. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. The Giants leads by 6-19. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Mumford hits it. Levy with the ball. He gathers the loose ball. Chips it down towards half forward. He has space for an easy mark. Long. With a chance if he keeps a cool head. That ball's travelling. Long. Sinks it from a long way out. This kick puts them further into the lead.
The Giants could just back
a brief. There's the bounce.
Mumford has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches. It's in his possession. Kelly heads in for the goals. GWS lead.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce. Mumford knocks it down the field. Kennedy sends the ball on its way. Long will be upset with that. He controls the bouncing ball. Wilson got under it. Works it across the ground. Steady hands there as he holds that one. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Smith watches as it sails through the air. The Giants lead the power. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Mumford decisively. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Kelly unloads one towards goal. Kelly slots the goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Greater Western Sydney leads by 6-43.
Kelly has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays.
fails to dispose of it correctly. The contest, no match for him. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. The Giants in front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. More bounce than a dodgy chip. Levy, I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. Chips it down towards half forward. Great mark over the pad. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 45 metres out. Chalk up a goal for the Giants. That's one more for Kelly. This kick has extended their lead. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce, finding the running player. Inside 50 kick by Hopper. Kelly from behind. Bit of a concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Kelly kicks for goal. All eyes are watching. The Giants by 6, 61. The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Tapped by Mumford. He boots it from the pad. And he's heading for home. No contest for that man. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So that's on. Mumford calls his breath like David Blaine as he watches this one. Greater Western Sydney in front.
Mumford. He's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel.
Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. Umpire. The bounce, laser straight. Guided by Mumford. Has it now. A big kick by Kennedy. Smith enjoying a height advantage. Richard, what are his chances from here?
He has a very good chance from here.
Chalk up a goal for Greater Western Sydney. The Giants by 6, 73.
GWS has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Cameron with the mode. That's a massive kick. Kennedy soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. He steadies now in front of goal. The ball is slammed towards goal by Scully. Goal. Greater Western Sydney with the advantage as they lead Port Adelaide 6-79 to 0. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce.
Mumford can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. And the ball goes out of bounds. The umpire wants to throw it in. Cleanly tapped out of the ruck. Gets the loose ball. Sending it on its way. Slips through his fingers. Lob. Gets cleaned up. He's all alone in the goals.
The Giants beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 6-85 to 0. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford taps it. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Takes it well. Smith in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Picture perfect drop punt. A solid mark from Scully. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Pinpoint accuracy from Scully. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. All is in readiness. There's the bounce. Levy totally outclassed in that contest. Chips it down towards half forward. Long. Alone for the uncontested mark. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Greater Western Sydney lead for power at 6-97 to 0.
GWS have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
And over the boundary line she goes. Here we go again. Mumford didn't even get close to that tap. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Can you count that as a moral victory? The Giants with the advantage as they lead the power 6-98 to 0.
Trengove, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Wilson has got it. GWS lead.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Guided by Mumford. He's got the football now. Hopper with the kick. Strong mark. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. All eyes are watching. Greater Western Sydney with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Port Adelaide 7-10 to nothing. Takes possession. Sends the Sharon on its way. Long. Going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. The Giants leads by 7-16. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball has been bounced. Punch by Mumford. Kennedy has the ball. He got a hold of that one. Great mark under pressure. Choose to kick it. Nice contested mark by Tomlinson.
Tomlinson may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Scully with the shot. Scully just slotted it through for a six-pointer.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce, laser straight. Levy guides it, scoops up the bouncing ball. Pains a massive kick off the boot. Smith with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Smith takes aim for goals. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Shot by Long. Greater Western Sydney by 7-28. The bounce is dead straight. Mumford gets the tap. Takes possession. Kennedy boots it. Marks. Kelly lines it up. A rushed kick. Sends it on its way. Tomlinson looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Going for goal number 1. A great effort. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Goal. He gets one more. Smith puts them further in front. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Levy without a touch. The clearance by Mumford. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Opportunity for Long. Long tries his luck with a shot at goal. Perfect kick. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
GWS has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Jams it on the boot. Over the top of the pack. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 20 metres from home. Famous last words, I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss. Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Kicks it. He gets above the crowd. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
He has to capitalise on his teammates' hard work here.
40 metres on. Kelly with a pretty easy kick. The Giants lead Port Adelaide 5-7-47. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Great bounce. Mumford decisively. The ball in the hands of Delidio. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Smith tries his luck with a shot at goal. 20 metres from home. No angle to worry about here for Long. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. The Giants with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 7-53 to nothing. Cameron comes away with the ball. Long takes an uncontested mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 45 metres out, and he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Delidio kicks from the pack. Jonas has it.
Jonas. He's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. He slams that on the boot. Smith scoops up the ball. That's a goal. GWS Karova, Port Adelaide.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Levy leave the pinatas for the kids. Kicks it. Marked by Long. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 50 metres out. Pinpoint accuracy from Kelly. He chalks up another, and they stretch out their lead. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Mumford with the hit. Slams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
This one's a dead set.
The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Greater Western Sydney lead the foul. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford with the tap. He gets his hands on the footy. He collects the loose ball. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Greater Western Sydney in front.
Scully on his wrong foot isn't his preferred option, but he's still confident enough off that foot.
The bounce straight down. Mumford gets onto the ball. Gets boot to leather. No contest for that mark. Long. Just gauging which way that wind is blowing. It's in the air. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. Jonas kicks. A mark by Floyd. Lining up the goal now, 35 metres out. Now even Pythagoras would have trouble working out these angles. Greater Western Sydney leads by 7, 89.
Lobb. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
Kennedy wastes no time and bangs it forward. The ball over the line. It's a good throw in. Claimed by Mumford. Puts the head down as he runs in. Greater Western Sydney 5-7, 95. All is in readiness. Here's the bounce.
The Giants have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. Lobb with the goals all to himself. The Giants have the edge over the power in this match.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Mumford aims for his man on the ground. Kicked by Delidio. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Gets boot to high. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Gets boot to leather. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Scully claims it. Jams it on the boot now. A nice uncontested mark for Keller. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. What a great goal by Keller. They increase their lead. The Giants with the advantage as they lead Port Adelaide 8-7-0. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Levy hardly provided a challenge. Hopper has the ball. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. He's heading for home. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. The umpire has released the ball. Deft touch from Mumford. He gets a kick out of the pack. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Kelly lets fly with a shot at goal. The Giants in front. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce. Mumford with the punch. Kennedy with the ball. He boots it from the pack. A mark by Keller. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
He has to capitalise on his teammates' hard work here.
Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Kicks the skin off it. Smith grabs that one. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 50 metres from home. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. First hand's important. The siren sounds and that's the end of the second term. The score's the Giants 8-25 to the Power 0.
I'd expect the coach will be asking for more of the same in the second half with a first half performance like that.
Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
The Power just poor in every facet at the moment.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. It's half time, which means everyone gets a break, even me. Well, the players have had a good rest and they look refreshed, ready for the third term.
The best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
Here's a chance for Long. Kicked at goal by Long. Goal. Long. Short shot. Another. The Giants lead Port Adelaide by 8-31. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce is dead straight. Mumford with the punch. Johnson on the ball at the moment. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. The ball crosses the boundary. Kicked by Trengo. Marks. Mumford picks up the loose ball. She's running hot, Richo.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
Yet another possession. Takes that one strongly. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. The wrong decision was generally less disastrous than indecision. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. Greater Western Sydney in front. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Mumford gets onto the ball. He has the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. Long. Takes it well. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richo?
He should kick this.
The Giants have run to their tally. The Giants by 8-43. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Clean tap by Mumford. Broadbent with the ball. Takes possession. He takes an uncontested mark. Smith setting his sights on the goals. That ball's travelling. Smith sinks the long kick. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
Smith seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Mumford got a fist on him. Takes possession. Hopper with a kick out of the pack. Smith marks it. Joining to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 45 metres out. Kelly hammers the ball for goal. The Giants with the advantage as they lead Port Adelaide 8-55-0. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce.
Mumford, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Haynes handballs it. He heads into home. And the ball crosses over the boundary. He gets boot to the ball. Johnson with the mark, lining it up with the goal now. Puts boot to ball. Lob with a strong mark.
Can he kick it from here, Richard?
He has to capitalise on his teammates' hard work here.
The Giants by 8-61. The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Long is relieved to see that one go through. Mumford with the hit. Hopper kicks it a long way. Trengo wins the marking contest. Choose to kick it. Takes it well. Cameron lining up. Testing shot outside the 50. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. Not what he intended with that kick. Hasn't got the carry. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. The ball crosses the line. Trengo slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Booted by Impey. Good mark by Deledio. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
This will certainly test him from this distance. 15 metres out. Kelly steers the ball towards goal. The Giants in front. The bounce is straight up and down. Big leap. The ball in the hands of Johnson. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. The ball goes over the line and out of play. Kicks it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Deledio has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. Smith lining up with the goals. Smith has a kick. Smith puts it through. The Giants are in front.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford really gets onto this one. Hopper kicks it out of congestion. Strong mark. Long. Taking aim. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Deft touch from Mumford. The ball in the hands of Johnson. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Smith gets the mark without contest. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Hasn't got the carry. He's missed a lot. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Tringa feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. The ruckman giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce is in his possession. Hopper kicks it out of the congestion. Long with the mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. He has shanked that kick. Kelly chucks the ball away. Greater Western Sydney starting to exert some dominance over Power with a lead of 86 to 0.
Trengo would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. Impey takes the mark. Wilson goes for goal. Kept his composure then. He steadies now in front of goal. Kelly with the shot. GWS get the goal.
The ruckman giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Mumford is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Goal for the Giants. GWS out in front over Port Adelaide.
The rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here we go. Guided down nicely by Mumford. Picture-perfect drop punt. Kelly having no trouble taking that one. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. A goal for the Giants. The pressure continues to mount with that goal from Kelly.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the power. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Richard, you followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
It's an absolute gimme from this angle.
Greater Western Sydney starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with a lead of 9-10 to 0.
The Giants are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Cleared by Mumford. Kelly has it. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Kelly panels the ball for goal. The Giants starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with a lead of 9-16 to 0.
Kelly is an incredible straight shooter. No angle seems too sharp for him. Pushing him out wide really doesn't increase his chances of missing. In fact, I think he likes the challenge.
Mumford gets onto the ball. Both ruckmen battling for the front spot. Punch by Mumford. Green gets it on the bounce. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Long. In no hurry as he prepares for the kick. He steadies now in front of goal. 40 metres out. Greater Western Sydney leads by 9-22.
Lobb has got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player.
A clean pickup. Penetrating hand pass. Kelly heads in for the goals. Greater Western Sydney leads by 9-28. There's the bounce.
Mumford is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. Lining it up with the goal now. Kelly has a kick. A goal to the Giants.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is dead straight. One down by Mumford with the ball now. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richard.
That's just a waste of a kick there.
Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. The Giants starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with a lead of 9-40 to 0. He gets a kick out of the pack. Kelly looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. It's in the air. The Giants get a goal. Kelly extends the lead from that kick. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Great bounce. Mumford with the tap. Levy onto the ball. Kennedy gains possession through the interception. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. Big leap. Pick up by Green. Approaching the goals now. Green lets fly with a shot at goal. Long with a kick and goal. Chalk up a goal for the Giants. Greater Western Sydney over. Port Adelaide by 9:52. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Intercepted by Broadbent. He gains possession. Great grab. Smith winds it up. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
15 metres out. Long. Unloads one towards goal. The Giants starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with the lead of 9:58-0.
GWS have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
Can you count that as a moral victory? The Giants in front. Trenga looking for a lead. Kick to himself. Nice drop punt. A good mark under the circumstances. Wines sends one up towards the wing. Marks.
Hopper seems to go for that extra leverage off an opponent by propping his hands on their shoulders. He won't get pinged every time, but he will have to be careful with his technique not to get caught for hands in the back.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Mumford can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Lob sharks the ball away. GWS are on top of Port Adelaide.
Great mark. Opportunity for Smith. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
An elite footballer should slot this every time, Dennis.
The Giants fight 9:72. There's the bounce. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Clobey. Hopper booting it inside the 50. Kelly marks. He steadies now in front of goal. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. An ideal position to be kicking from. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Mumford punches. Levy with the football.
GWS are very well drilled and highly disciplined. They don't give away cheap free kicks and ensure their opponents earn every possession. There's no contest for that mark. Smith getting into position for the kick. Smith goes for goal. Smith, he has sunk that from a long way out. The Giants lead.
All is in readiness. The ball is bounced. Mumford thumps it forward. Ebert has the ball. Bounces favourably for Clobey. Controlled by Broadbent. Broadbent feeds it wide. Caniglio has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Cameron takes the mark uncontested.
GWS are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. And the ball goes out of play. And the umpire will throw it in. He clears the ball.
He runs into the goal. Kelly claims the ball. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they turn 30 metres out. The Giants leads by 9:85. Jams it on the boot. The mark missed by Wilson. Green with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Long. Lining up. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they turn 35 metres out. An ideal position to be kicking from. Mumford taps it. He has the ball. Handball short. Kennedy kicks from the pack. Green having no trouble taking that one. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. 30 metres out. Kelly with the shot. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. Greater Western Sydney leads by 9:97. The ball is bounced. Clean tap out of the ruck. Gains possession. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Long. Takes it well. 45 metres out. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. That was the peg. Goal. Kelly is simply unstoppable now. The Giants starting to exert some dominance over the Power with a lead of 10-3-0.
Kelly puts on his kicking boots and instantly has the ability to win a game off his own boot.
Tapped by Mumford. Johnson gets the ball. Sends it home with a mighty kick. Greater Western Sydney by 10-9. Here's the bounce. Tapped by Mumford. is in his possession. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. An easy grab for Kelly. He steadies now in front of goal, 25 metres out. The goal for Greater Western Sydney. The opposition have no answers. Another goal for Kelly.
The Giants were just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
A dead straight bounce. Long with a kick and goal. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. The bounce.
It's great for a team when they have a winning ruckman who can really direct his hit-outs. GWS could have had a superb supply all match long. Smith getting into position for the kick. Smith has got it.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Mumford with the tap. Kicked by Deledio. Out of bounds near the 50. Here we go again. Mumford puts it. And he's heading for home. A mark by Kelly. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 30 metres out. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. The ball is bounced. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Globey. Chips it down towards half forward. Kelly gets it on the bounce. Can you count that as a moral victory? The Giants with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Port Adelaide 10-34-0. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Kicked at goal by Smith. It's in the air. Greater Western Sydney kept the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Bounce straight down.
Mumford. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Smith lining up with the goals. Smith takes a shot. Smith kicks it straight through the big sticks.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Big leap. He gets his hands on the footy. Johnson kicks it out of congestion. Strong mark. Long. Just gauging which way that wind is blowing. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Good tap from Mumford. Hopper comes away with the ball. Strong mark. Straight down the field. It's been intercepted by the opposition. He spent that one before he had it. Very quiet by his standards. Takes it well. Smith getting into position for the kick. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Greater Western Sydney with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 10-58-0. Johnson is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Richard, you followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
Long. We'll have to put everything into this one.
Lob is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
Hopper gains possession through the interception. Smith setting his sights on the goals. He holds his breath. Pinpoint accuracy from Smith.
Smith is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
Deledio kicks it a long way. Kelly looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. What are his chances from here?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
Greater Western Sydney with the ascendancy over Power, leading the match 10-76-0.
GWS were just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Mumford with the tap. Close call, but it's just made it for a score, and that puts them further in front.
Smith has shown a lot of character with his recent performances.
Great bounce. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Lining up the goal now. Shot at goal by Smith. Hasn't got the carry. It's on the ball. Tringa slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Jonas directing the play, sends it outside the 50. Kicked by Beaver. He takes an uncontested mark.
Both is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. That's a nice, strong mark. Broadbent with the kick. Polek with good strong hands.
Kicks it across the ground. Nice hands. Williams sends the ball on its way. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. A lovely drop pass. He gets above the crowd. Bunteen boots it. Hopper alone for the uncontested mark. Bumps the pigskin. Marks. Sends the Sharon on its way. Cameron gets the mark without contest.
Cameron is quite clean, picking up the ball on the half volley. Puts boot to ball. No one around troubling him there. Smith slams the ball to his feet. He lines it up with the goal.
All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Green. 30 metres from home. Smith kicks for goal. Smith slots the goal. The lead has been increased. The Giants with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Port Adelaide 10-88 to nothing. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. He's enjoying that goal, and why not? The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Levy without a touch. The clearance by Mumford. Strong mark by Young. Kicks it. Pollock marks. Takes his time as he lines up the goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. It was all his.
Griffin is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Kennedy kicks the ball. Good mark. Hopper slams the ball to his boot. Green taking aim. He slams that on the boot. He grabs it. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. He takes a strong mark.
Kicked by Long. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. 45 metres out. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Greater Western Sydney with the advantage as they lead the Power 10-89 to 0. He looks for a man on the lead. Plays on. Kick by Trengo. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Homsch can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Kennedy kicks it. A nice contested mark. Kelly takes the mark, lining it up with the goal now.
Kelly whacks one on the boot for goal. Through for a play. The Giants with the advantage as they lead the Power 10-90 to nothing. Trengo waiting to bring it back into play. Plays onto himself. Picture perfect drop punt. A solid mark from Wilson. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 40 metres out. Long pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Greater Western Sydney starting to exert some dominance over Port Adelaide with the lead of 10-96 to nothing. And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Smiles all round. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Great bounce. Mumford gets onto the ball. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Westhoff weaving. A nice uncontested mark for Young. Jams it on the boot. Patton swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession.
Well, when GWS were able to mark the ball inside their forward 50 so easily, it's no wonder they're leading this match. The Power really need to turn up the pressure. Sending it on its way. That's a nice strong mark. Jonas puts his boot on it. The mark will be paid.
Nice torpedo. Johnson wins the hard ball. Green lining up. 40 metres out. Green shoots. Just fell through. That's one more for Green. The Giants leads by 11-2.
Green puts on his kicking boots and instantly has the ability to win a game off his own boot.
And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Smiles all round. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
The Giants are dominating the clearances and really giving their forwards plenty of opportunity, and I think that's why they've got the lead. Kennedy going for home. Strong mark there. Kelly lining up with the goals. Kelly kicks for goal. No, he's missed it.
The Giants by 11-3. He's searching for his teammates. He kicks it to himself. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato, quickly disposed of by Trenger. Greater Western Sydney by 11-9. Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. Tomlinson knows that was something special. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. There's the bounce. Clean tap out of the ruck. Hopper with a kick out of the pack. The contest, no match for him. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 40 metres out. Long takes a shot. Kelly with the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Kelly takes aim for goals. The Giants with the advantage as they lead the power 11-15-0. The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Kelly is relieved to see that one go through. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
It's great for a team when they have a winning ruckman who can really direct his hit-outs. The Giants have had a superb supply all match long. Johnson going for home. Green takes the mark uncontested.
Green launches one towards goal. Misses the goal and goes through for a behind. Greater Western Sydney leads by 11-16. Not much on offer for Trenger. Westhoff from behind. Kicks it. And that ball is out of bounds. The ball is coming back into play. Tapped by Lobey. Gets boot to high. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Young can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. He kicks the ball. No run around troubling him there. Caniglio with the kick has the mark all to himself. Johnson looking for distance. He gets it under pressure. Puts boot to ball.
Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. He gets a kick out of the pack. Delidio having no trouble taking that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. Gets boot to high. Marked by Green. Boots it. Strong mark. 45 metres out. Smith has a shot. It's a question of accuracy. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Long. Whacks one on the boot for goal. The Giants by 11-17. Trenger to bring it in. He plays on with a little kick. Gets boot to high. The opposition forgot about him and he takes the easy mark.
No questioning whether Port Adelaide can take a mark. I think everyone has seen enough cheap marks taken out there. The Power need to start kicking more direct for goal. Puts boot to ball.
Scoops up the bouncing ball. Marks. Bunteen sends one up towards the wing. Hopper claims the ball. Kicks beyond the wing. Tomlinson takes the mark uncontested. Sends the Sharon on its way. Jonas read the play better than anyone else and takes possession.
Sending it on its way. Smith with good strong hands.
Jams it on the boot. A mark by Green. 45 metres out. Jams it on the boot. Nice work from Mumford. He kicks inside 50. The ball goes out of bounds. The umpire has released the ball. Big thump from Mumford. Tomlinson running in, about to kick. Oh, tough play. Greater Western Sydney with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Power 11-18 to 0.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, the Power might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. It's a nice strong mark. He boots it. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. Homsch puts his boot on it.
Out of bounds on the wing. Caniglio kicks. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Chip kick along the wing. Takes the mark all by himself. Boots it. Strong now. 45 metres out. Kicked at goal by Green. He'll be happy with that. The Giants with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Port Adelaide 11-24 to 0.
GWS have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
There's one for the time capsule. Green with the goal, and he runs back into position. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Clobey. Takes it well, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 40 metres from home. Smith takes a shot at goal, and the mark will be paid. Kelly setting his sights on the goals. Pinpoint accuracy from Kelly. The goals just keep on coming, and there's no end in sight. He's loving that replay, and he's making sure his opponent knows all about it. Kelly happy. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Hit by Clobey. Haynes is able to grab it on the half volley. Boots it. Takes the mark all by himself. Gets boot to high. Delidio has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
Delidio has shown a lot of character with his recent performances. The mark will be paid. Sending it on its way. Flurry with real good use of the body. Sending it on its way.
Out of bounds on the wing. We'll get a ball in. It's a good throw in. Mumford taps it with the ball now. Bad kick, resulting in a free to Port Adelaide, and the ball goes out of bounds. Homsch kicks. Boak gets the mark without contest. Gets boot to Leather. No one troubling him there. Young with the kick. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Great got under it.
Look, the Power haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. Polek has kicked it wide.
Not much on offer for Patton. Kick to himself. Stabs the ball. Williams with an easy mark. Clears it. Cameron presents and takes the mark. As we go into the final break, the scores are Greater Western Sydney 11-30, the Power 1. Both coaches will be anxious, no doubt, to reinforce the importance of the last quarter's performance to their players.
If the Giants can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if Port Adelaide intend to make any inroads to this deficit.
Here's Richo with his stats.
Port Adelaide have a score that reflects their stats. Not good.
Inside. The final term has commenced.
Never give up. Failure and rejection are only the first step to succeeding.
His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Need kicks. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Heyman with a perfect drop punt. Pollock marks. 40. Picture perfect drop punt. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Bunteen kicks it. He gets above the crowd. Pollock sends the ball on its way. He gets above the crowd. Heads up the corridor. Marked by Cleary. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him. Drake gets the upper hand. 35 metres out. Choose to kick it. Haynes marks it.
GWS gaining a lot of the advantage through some smart kicks and even better marks inside their forward 50. Broadbent puts his boot on it. He marks the ball. Gee, a long kick there. Johnson just wanted it more then. He gets boot to the ball. He grabs it.
Booted by Haynes. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Sends the Sherrin on its way.
He lines it up with the goal. He gets boot to the ball. That's a mark.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Green slams one on the boot for goal. Miss for behind. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Trengove. It's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He boots it. Pittard gathers it. Confuses the tackler and gets past.
The loose ball scooped up. He brings it out of the pack. Great mark under pressure. Delidio feeling the pressure. Gets the quick kick away. He takes an uncontested mark. 45 metres out. That drop punt works well for Long. Punishing kick from Westhoff. Marked by Ebert.
Well, the quality of disposal has been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled the power to rack up the marks. Port Adelaide need to cut out these junk possessions and become more attacking. Broadbent puts his boot on it. That's a mark. Amon puts his boot on it. Strong mark there.
35 metres out. A set shot on a 45-degree angle for Pollock. He kicks and clears the ball out of the 50. Wins the hard ball. Kicked by Harper. Dances around the boundary line. But his attempt was in vain. It's over the line. All eyes on the ball as the ruckman battle it out. Levy, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Sends the Sherrin on its way. Pleasant marks. Choose to kick it. Strong mark. Mumford spears the ball. Green, the better man there. Boots it. Long has it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Long tries his luck with a shot at goal. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. Greater Western Sydney are in control of this game. Trengove waiting for the man to free up. He kicks it to himself. Gets boot to high. No contest for that mark. Sends it on its way. Omps takes an uncontested mark.
The power just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Puts boot to ball. He gets it under pressure. Sending it on its way. Green with real good use of the body.
Strong mark. Low spearing kick. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. And the mark will be paid. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Kicked by Green. Nice mark under pressure. 25 metres out. Smith punts the ball for goal. They say you miss 100% of the shots you never take, so hopefully he can just shrug that one off.
Trengove can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Wines puts it out of bounds on the full, and the ball goes out of bounds. Cameron boots it. The mark will be paid. Green taking aim. He slams that on the boot. Oh, and it's gone through for a behind.
If this game were being played on water, the Giants would be walking on it. Trengove waiting for the man to free up. He kicks it to himself. Kicked in a flurry. Takes the mark all by himself. I'm not sure which side that lad is playing for. Out on the full. Ball crosses the boundary. A spearing kick from Cameron. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Green with the mark. Choose to kick it. Jonas presents and takes the mark. Choose to kick it. He wins the contest. Clearly boots it. Cameron read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Sends it on its way. Green takes it well.
Green, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Westhoff takes a contested mark. Sending it on its way, he grabs it. Kelly lines up.
Kelly whacks one on the boot for goal. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Trengove will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Nice drop punt. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. 25 metres out. Kicked at goal by Kelly. Couldn't seal the deal. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Trengove is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. Impey puts it out on the full, and the ball goes over the boundary line. Wilson getting some power behind that one. He gets boot to the ball. Kelly has pushed that wide, and I'm sure he's going to feel some pressure intensifying now.
The defence are doing a decent job of making kicking out difficult, so I'd suggest he takes his time and just looks for the right option. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. The ball spills to Hopper. Puts boot to ball. Strong mark by Green. Shot at goal by Green. Great grab. Puts boot to ball. Gets boot to Leather. Heyman picks up the bouncing ball. Cameron looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Delidio kicks it. Mumford claims the ball.
Mumford is a Rolls Royce of a player who has the ability to read the play like no other. And the ball is out of play. A good fist. Kelly goes for home. Kelly, wonderful goal.
If this game were being played on water, the Giants would be walking on it. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. Kelly knows that was something special. All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Hit by Mumford. Westhoff gathers it. Sends the Sharon on its way. He steadies now in front of goal. Young with a clinical drop pass. Bunteen sends the ball on its way. Kicks it. A solid mark from Delidio.
Delidio can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Lob running towards goal.
Look at that. He's put it through. The lead has been increased by Smith. The Giants are nailing the coffin shut. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. Smith happy. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here's the bounce. Mumford taps. Delidio has the ball. He boots it from the pack. Nice contested mark by Kelly. Kelly takes aim for goals. Drifts wide to go through for the behind. If this game were being played on water, the Giants would be walking on it. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark.
Impey's got good knowledge of the game, and you can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Smith shoots for goal. He gets the behind.
It looks like Greater Western Sydney have this one in the bag. He's looking for options now. He plays it to himself. Trengove kicks hard along the boundary line. Wines takes the mark uncontested. He puts it out of bounds on the full. Out of bounds near the 50. Cameron sends the ball on its way. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. Takes the mark all by himself. Wines picks it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Boots it. Nice contested mark by Bieber.
Look, Port Adelaide haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. Amon with the mark. Sending it on its way. Mead having no trouble taking that one.
Slams it on the boot. Nice contested mark by Williams. Choose to kick it. Strong mark by Kennedy. Sends the Sharon on its way. The ball over the line. Umpire throws the ball in. Big thump from Mumford. Hopper is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. And that ball is out of bounds. Ruckman hard at it. Levy wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win any time soon. Wilson doesn't make the long kick. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Trengove looking for a lead. Impey got under it. Jams it on the boot. The mark by Jonas. Spears a low ball. Westhoff takes the mark uncontested. Westhoff beats it wide. The mark by Boak. Sends it on its way. Nice mark under pressure. 40 metres out. Kelly aiming for the goals. Slots it, and one more to his tally. The pressure continues to mount with that goal from Kelly.
The Giants has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Port Adelaide. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. Kelly with the goal, and he runs back into position. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check. Levy is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Mumford. Haynes heads in for the goals. A great effort. Going to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Kelly pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. Kelly is relieved to see that one go through. The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce, laser straight. Levy hits it. Haynes sticks out his hands and collects the ball. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Chips it down towards half forward. Smith marks it.
It's clear that the Giants could have been practicing their marks during the week. They've wrapped up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. He boots it. Kelly running in about to kick. GWS go over Port Adelaide.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. Kelly is relieved to see that one go through. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Leave the pinatas for the kids. Kennedy gets it out of the crowd. Jonas marks it. Bumps the pigskin, and the mark will be paid. Bumps the pigskin. Out of bounds on the wing. Umpire throws the ball in. Mumford is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Lobe. A lovely drop pass. I think he just wants attention. Bunteen kicks it out of the congestion. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition.
Caniglio has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He gets boot to the ball. Approaching home now. He takes a strong mark.
Kelly shoots it. You can see that happening right after it left his boot. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Looks like he'll go out wide. Impey having no trouble taking that one. Gets boot to high. Ebert grabs that one. Boots it. Broadbent with an easy mark. Gets boot to leather. Picked up under pressure. Need trimming the grass with that kick. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Pollock punts the ball for goal. Gray has to get this goal. Drifts wide to go through for the behind. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. Kick to himself. Patton with the torpedo. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give the Giants a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. Strong mark there. Tomlinson with the kick. Deledio kicks it. He takes the contested mark.
Kicks it across the ground. Green grabs that one. Jams it on the boot now. Collected by Lobb. Kicks it. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. It looks like Greater Western Sydney have this one in the bag.
Trengove has improved his hands to a point now that he can release players from tight pack situations. Wilson with the mark. He puts power behind that kick. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Sending it on its way. It gets the upper hand.
25 metres out. Smith on a 30-degree angle right here. I don't think he envisaged that result. That could be the final nail in the coffin. He'll be looking to spot the player on the burst. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Gets boot to high. Jonas with an easy mark.
Look, Port Adelaide haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. He gets boot to the ball. Hopper getting it off the side of his boot. Tomlinson marks it. Kicks.
Gets the loose ball. He's running hot, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
Johnson working like a bricklayer who gets paid by the road. Green slams one on the boot for goal. Richard, help me out here. What was he thinking?
That's the problem, Dennis. He wasn't. Trengove. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Tomlinson with real good use of the body. He's got a hold of that one. Wilson heads in for the goals. Lobb claims the ball.
30 metres out. Lobb tries his luck with a shot at goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Trengove has a fair kick on him. I expect him to roost this down the middle. And the mark will be paid. Jams it on the boot. He has space for an easy mark. Kicked by Ebert. The mark is taken by Broadbent. Kicks. Need grabs that one. Chip kick along the wing. Boat marks it. Goes towards half forward. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. Well, despite his best efforts, he can't keep it in play any longer. Knocks it down in front. Collected by Williams. Pollock gathers it. Gets boot to high. Nice work from Johnson. Gets boot to high. Great grab. Omsch puts it on the boot. Takes that one strongly. Cleary kicks. Boat gets the upper hand. Choose to kick it. Marked by Bunteen.
Bunteen needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. He gets boot to the ball. Hopper with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. Puts boot to ball. Strong mark there.
Jams it on the boot. Delidio wins the marking contest.
He kicks the ball. That's a nice strong mark.
Choose to kick it. A solid mark from Mumford. 50 metres from home. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees.
Impey has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Good mark. Griffin picks up the loose ball.
Levy without a touch. The clearance by Mumford. Great mark. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. That was all Pollock. 35 metres out. He's on a 30-degree angle, going for goal number 1. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market.
The Giants have been so precise with their disposal and with their delivery their forwards have been receiving. It's no wonder the power is starting to fall behind. He steals the ball on the bounce. He takes the contested mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up.
Break with the kick. Marked by Patton. Low kick. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. 40 metres from home. Well, they say this is the impossible angle. Nice contested mark by Dixon. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Couldn't seal the deal. The biggest danger here is that they'll run out of time to turn this around. Patton gets set to kick it back in. Puts boot to ball. Young takes advantage. Young chips it to the pocket. Routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Dixon has to get this goal. He really should have made more of that. That score is not going to help them very much. But Adelaide, they're just being completely humiliated right here.
The Giants just seem to hit every target with their disposal. They're just incredibly efficient in this match.
Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. The Giants are nailing the coffin shut. Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. He loves it. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here's the bounce. Tapped by Mumford. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Green with a clinical drop pass. Long kicks it. His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge. Jonas grabs that one. Slams it on the boot. Johnson gets the upper hand. Kicks. Takes it well. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So that's on. Smith having no trouble taking that one. 25 metres out. Smith unloads one towards goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Trenga to bring it in. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kicks it. Ebert takes an uncontested mark. Gets boot to leather. He takes an uncontested mark. Boak sends the ball on its way. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Hopper can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Wilson puts it out of bounds on the full. The ball is out of bounds. He kicks the ball. Trengo marks the ball. He slams that on the boot. Wines wins the contested ball.
Kicks. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Wilson with no time to delay with that kick. Sends the Sherrin on its way. Green going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the glass very short. Tactically, this one drifts wide to go through for the behind. If this game were being played on water, the Giants would be walking on it. Looks like he's going to go long. Hands like dinner plates.
Westhoff may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Good mark. Sending it on its way, Need gets the mark without contest. He boots it. He marks the ball. Boat kicks it. There's no contest for that mark.
Low spearing kick. Takes it well.
He slams that on the boot. He marks the ball.
Hopper kicks it out of the congestion. Nice work from Kennedy.
The Giants have just been so dominant in the marking contests, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. He boots it. There's no contest for that mark. Puts boot to ball. Cameron with the ball. Puts boot to ball. Green with the ball.
A 45-degree angle for this kick. Green thumps the ball for goal. He'll be happy with that. He gets one more. If this game were being played on water, Greater Western Sydney would be walking on it. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. Green happy. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Tap to advantage. A favourable bounce. Oh, he's given that Torp an almighty thump. And the ball goes over the boundary line. Cameron wastes no time and bangs it forward. Out of bounds in the pocket. Gets boot to leather. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Port Adelaide just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. We'll get a ball in. Cleanly tapped out of the ruck. He slams that on the boot. Wilson with a strong mark.
Kicks hurriedly. That was all Cameron. A lovely drop pass. Long. Alone for the uncontested mark. Slams it on the boot. It was all his. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So Tom gets boot to high. Simply outplayed the opposition there. 40 metres out. Smith with the shot. Kelly takes it well. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. You can't close the deal, and it's a point. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Trengo would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. Puts boot to ball. No one around troubling him there. He slams that on the boot. There's no contest for that mark. He gets boot to the ball. He claims the ball. Boat boots it. Need with the ball.
Puts boot to ball. Nice mark there. Sends the Sherrin on its way. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Pollock gets a less than pretty drop punt away. Goes through for a behind. A wasted opportunity. A behind at this stage will do little to improve their position. The Power were punished. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between Greater Western Sydney and Power?
A real sloppy game with no...
At the end of the game, Greater Western Sydney leading Port Adelaide 11-96. Well, that's it. I'll let Richo say the goodbyes.
Thanks, Dennis. I've enjoyed every minute of
Welcome, everybody, to the preseason competition known as the J. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelled correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it.
Feel the ground is shaking. The other teams are quaking in their boots before the Giants. We take the longest strides and the highest peaks.